that I can't account for.
Right.
Where is that money? And more importantly, what could I be doing with that money? Like, where could it be right now? Could I be protecting my income with insurance? Could I be investing and growing my money in the market? Even if it's a start, I started. So a lot of times people want all the glory without the story.
Right.
See, anybody who has tremendous wealth and financial success, they all started somewhere. It ain't like they just popped out their mama's belly wealthy. Well, some people did. But most people have to build that and put in that hard work. And that's where you just got to start. And so if you like, okay, I did my budget. This is what I spend every month. This is what I have coming in every month. Hopefully I'm in the red, and I mean not in the black, and not the. I hope my numbers are right. I'm not spending more than I make, which in
Right.
most cases people actually make more than they spend, but they'll look up and what they're spending. They can't account for a large portion of that because we just kind of careless with our money. And that right there, I would focus on that, not not your must pays, the things you can't remember what you spent your money on. Figure out where that is, and then now you have a dollar amount that you can work with and start actually starting the saving game, starting the income protection plan. And then from there, it just kind of starts to grow. But I would say that's a great place to start, great foundation, is look at your money, look at your expenses, and then go from there. Yeah.
That's a great point. And I would also add to that point, even for people like me, monthly is probably a little long. I need a weekly budget because
I love that.
I need a weekly budget because I'm realizing the month is too extended. You know what I mean? So I need to put it in smaller increments because it gets overwhelming, and then
That's
I
a
don't
good
really
point.
pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's real good.
Yeah.
Well, besides budgeting, okay, so now we're budgeting. Now, when we want to start investing, how do you look at an investor? How do you look at investing, and when is a good time to start investing and teaching your kids about investing?
Okay, so as soon as your kids understand how to say mama, dad, and how to put one thing over here and then take it and put it over there, that's when they need to start learning how to invest.
When they're toddler.
Yeah, I would say toddler. As soon as they can understand the words that are coming out of your mouth,
okay,
I would start then, because with investments, when it comes to growing money in the market, it's about time in the market, not necessarily timing the market. We always want to, it's up, it's down. Okay, the goal is to stay consistent with your investing, no matter if it's up or down. Right. And so the sooner you start that compounding effect of investing. So here's a great example. Let's say somebody could only invest $100 a month and they started at 20 years old. Okay, they started at 25. Let's say 25. And they invested $100 a month. By the time they were, Gary Cornegay is calling me.
Do your thing.
That's funny. Let me just answer this call.
The man about money finna talk to the man.
Right. Answering it. Well,
okay, y'all. So while he's on his phone call, the whole.
Well, he'll. I'll call him right back because it didn't go through. I don't want to answer it on the call here. But anyway, so let's say you're 25 years old. You start saving $100 a month, right? And you do that only $100 a month, and you put it in maybe a 5% interest-bearing account. You're going to accumulate by the time you're 65 years old over $500,000 that you saved up. Now, most of that was interest. Your money made money, but watch this. If you wait 1 year, so that's how much is that? $100 a month, $1,200, right? 1 year of $1,200, that now puts you at age 65, right around $400,000.
Y'all heard that? Say that one more time.
Okay, so so you started investing $100 a month, and you started at 25, and now you have about $500,000. Waiting a year, which is $1,200, actually will cost you about $100,000. So there is a high cost in waiting. And most of us are, when you think about it, it's like, man, I wish somebody would have showed me this at 20, 25, 15, 16, so I can understand early on. The sooner I start investing and growing money, the sooner I can start actually getting to the point where I'm financially independent. Financially independent means you no longer have to work for money anymore. Your money is working for you. And so imagine having enough money in investments, Joy, that it's paying you enough money to live on. So your money is making enough money for you to live on. Everybody else out here working for money. Your money's working for you, and you're smart enough not to overspend, but to just live on the interest. And imagine your kid, that's generational wealth. Is where you're passing on. Now you have time, money, time freedom, and money freedom. We typically don't have both. But being a business owner and being an investor is the best way to get it. So the sooner you start that investment game, the sooner you can have time freedom and money freedom. That's it. So if that's what you want, the sooner you want it is the sooner you need to start investing.
So if you want, say you're 40 years old, you have kids, and you want to start investing, teaching them about investing because you recognize that you didn't know anything about it, and you want to get their money to be bigger for them by the time they're 18.
Yes.
Where would you start putting their money right
Well,
now?
I would always start with a mutual fund. You know, mutual funds are just, obviously it's a collection of investors buying shares with a company. And the sooner, and they're relatively safe in the fact that there's already diversification, because you don't own the stock in one company, you own stock in 70 to 100 companies. And so the likelihood of all 70 to 100 of them going out of business is not very likely. And so a mutual fund is a great place to put money to let it grow early on, and then obviously setting them up a Roth IRA. Now, there's a difference between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA.
Well, let's tell the people.
Okay, so a Roth IRA, again, look at a Roth as our country's answer to showing middle-income families how to get caught up and start winning the money game. You can't make more than $160,000 to even fund a Roth. So if you make too much, you can't put it in there. You have to use a traditional IRA, which does have tax implications, right? You are going to pay on capital gains. So as your money makes money, you actually pay taxes on the gains. That's the money your money made. Okay. Now with a Roth IRA, you don't pay taxes on the gains.
Oh, that's
you also don't pay taxes when you pull it out at your retirement age, right? So that's a great product for most families, middle income families who are under the income gap, to start investing. You can put your kids in that right away. That's a great place to start growing money for them. Now, here's the deal with that. That is designed to be pulled out at retirement. So even if you started it at a young age for them, it's not something you're going to use for their college fund. Now, there are ways to use a Roth for specific things like a college or a major home purchase. So they don't have to wait to their retirement, and they can do that without penalty.
But look, how many Roths can you have at one time?
Well, it's not about how many you can have. It's the total amount that you can actually fund into that type of account. So you can only put, the most you can put in is right at 7,000. Of course, we have to look at the specific numbers for each state, and they change every year. But $7,000 a year is usually your max. So if you got two Roths out there for one person, they can't exceed the 7,000. So typically, people just have one Roth, and then maybe you have a few other retirement accounts that are not a Roth. Maybe it's an investment account that's not necessarily a retirement account. So a Roth and a traditional IRA those are individual retirement accounts. So they're really made for retirement. But you can also have a mutual fund in just a investment account that's still a mutual fund. It's still growing in the market. Doesn't have all the bells and whistles that a lot of IRAs have. But remember, they're for the long game. Right. But just an investment account is something you can use, and the idea is you're going to have it in there for at least 4 to 5 years so it can actually grow, right? But you're not penalized for pulling it out early, like you are without retirement, because that is for retirement. So it's good to have these different accounts in their place, everything in its right place, doing what it's supposed to do, right? And then now you have that diversification with your investment strategy.
Right. Okay. So, I like that. That's all cool. Yeah. Now, the big thing I want to talk about before I get in depth more about just money in general is insurance. I want to talk about it because people don't really recognize the importance of it until it's too late.
Right.
And we want to change that because we want to make sure, families are safe and they have what's necessary. And again, we're leaving something to help the next one. We're not just leaving it all the burden on them. What are the different life insurances that money can play a part in, if that makes sense?
Well, so there's a lot of different life insurances out there, right? And you got a lot of people selling it, and they make it sound very attractive. Uh, Rarely do they explain the math behind those products, right? So clients are typically left figuring out the way those products work the hard way. We got some
Mm-hmm.
teammates, agents that are on our team that have experienced that themselves. Obviously, that makes them tremendous crusaders. All right. So when you think about life insurance, you first have to identify what's the purpose of it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't understand the purpose, if somebody plays on the fact that you're looking for something that you can get something out of, and see, that's where this gets tricky, right? When people are looking for what can I get out of my life insurance, you've already missed the point of life insurance. It's not for
Mm.
you, it's for your family. It's for anyone who's left behind, losing you and the income that you brought into the house to pay the rent and it's lunch money and all that kind of stuff, right? So when we lose you and we lose that, life insurance is supposed to relieve that financial burden. That's it. Now, what companies have done is they figured out, well, let me see how I can get someone to have life insurance, not necessarily focus on having the right amount of coverage, but let's focus on how we can have something that they can use while they're still alive. So right there, they prey on that desire we have to want something for ourselves, and where we can be a little bit greedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it is they're just also preying on what we just don't know. And again, you don't. Most people just don't know what they don't know.
Right.
So if they knew that there was two different ways to do that, when somebody talks about a policy that has a savings element attached to it, they're going to overpay for that product, not knowing that their savings element is not doing what is being advertised or what maybe the agent has explained. Now, when they go read the policy, that's when they find out, oh, wait a minute, this is not, so my money is not really growing here. What else could I have done? Well, have life insurance over here. So you have that product that you're paying for coverage and have your investments over here in a mutual fund in the market. Because what these people do who combine your two things is they take your money, your overpayment of premium, put that money in the market, and it goes into a general account. It's benefiting them, not you.
Mm.
And so when you're wondering why you're not making money in these combined products, is because your money's not in the market for your benefit. It's in the market for somebody else's. Just like banks. Banks want you to get CDs at the bank. They give you 3 to 4%. Well, they're going to take that money that you put in there and they're going to give out loans. They're going to get 12%, 20%. They're going to put it in investments in the market. So they put your money in the economy where cash is flowing. See, that's the whole point. If your money is not flowing in the market and moving with the ups and downs, well, then it's sitting stagnant and getting stale. It's not designed to sit there. That's where in the bank is just sitting there, right?
Right.
As far as you're concerned. But what the bank is doing is putting your money in the global economy. So we just show people how to get term insurance because you're going to get more coverage to protect your family because that's what it's for. And then let me show you how to put an investment in place so your money's in the market and you're a part of that cash flow.
Right.
And that's when you're going to experience growth. Money grows when it's moving.
I love that. Now, I encourage all you guys who's watching and listening in to jump on into the comments and ask questions for Shawnee. He will have them for you right here, right now.
Love it. I
But
love dialogue.
so if we went and we wanted to do, somebody's like, well, I know I need insurance and I want life insurance right now. And they're like, but my cousin got this insurance and they've been telling me this whole life and it's for my whole life. And now people have been talking about this term, but I don't really understand what it is.
Yeah.
How can you explain it, sir, please?
Okay, that's good. Okay, so the difference between whole life and term is really not much. All life insurance is term insurance. And that probably is going to rain on some people's parade. Like, no, it's for my whole life. Well, hold on. That's just what it's called. Read your policy so you can know what you have. Don't go off the title of it. Go off the definition that's in the policy, because imagine you're at court and you're explaining to the judge that, hey, they said this was a whole life. And the judge is going to say, "Oh, great, that sounds like a nice title, but what does the policy say?" So you're bound and they're bound by the legal look. Large print, give it. Fine print, take it away. Large print is the title. The fine print is when it says it actually ends at age 90 or whatever. It still ends. So all insurance, let's go ahead and get that out there so everybody know. All insurance is term insurance. Everybody.
That's deep.
All insurance is term. Now watch this. Whole life, what they do add to it is the savings element. Okay, and so now that term product that's part of that whole life has a cost. So let's say, for example, someone has a whole life product and they're paying $500 a month for that. They're like, man, I got the real one. I got the one that the Rockefellers have. Because you know how we associate value with price. We feel like we got something really valuable because we telling everybody, well, mine's $500 a month. Yours is only $100. Okay. In some cases, you might just got ripped off. Just because you're paying more doesn't mean you have more value. But we end up disconnecting right there. So watch this. I'm paying $500 a month for life insurance in a whole life. Turns out the actual insurance portion is only costing me $100 for that term of insurance. So where is the other $400 going? That's where a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm saving." Well, you go read your statement, and the first 3 years, the savings is zero. So let's do that math, and we're gonna compare a product like that to just sticking your money under your mattress. Okay. Now your money under your mattress.
Y'all hearing these numbers? It's wow.
Oh yeah. So Brandy's just texted me. Okay, so the money in your mattress compared to sitting into like some type of cash value product. So let's look at this. If I take $400 a month times 12, well, at the end of that year, if my policy was doing what everybody said it's doing, I should have about $4,800 of cash that's mine.
Right.
But why does it stay zero?
Right.
Okay, so now let's take that 48 times 3, Joy. Now this is where it's starting to get a little uncomfortable. That's 3 years of 4,800. That's $14,000
that they've been just holding on and doing what they need to do with that you could have been saving.
You'll never catch that 14,000. No matter what your money starts to do in that product, you'll never catch a negative $14,400. But that's not explained because no one ever talks about.
Oh, you got a question? You got a question?
Okay.
If we want to get out of a regular bank like Huntington, Wells Fargo, etc., so our money can make money, should we open an account with a credit union? If so, which ones are the best to bank with for lots of reasons, for like loans, first-time parents, grants, positive interest, etc.?
And again, I love that question. Now, we can't really recommend what bank to go to. I wouldn't even want to put that out there because we don't really, in my opinion, when it comes to banking, you want to have money that you want in a bank. And again, if you're getting great rates of return or not, it's money that you need to have access to on a regular basis to pay your bills. But again, you don't want a whole lot of money sitting in the bank because what kind of rate are you getting with the money? So what I would do is I would say if I have my money in a bank or a credit union, either way, they're all using your money to make money, okay? And you're trying to build credit or whatever the case may be, it's good to just see what that bank offers in terms of rates if your money's growing at all. But it's also good to understand I don't want to have all my money in here.
Right.
Like I need to be diverse with my investments. And when you bring money into your household, that's money that needs to play some kind of major role in your day-to-day, month-to-month, but also in your growth. So if it's any money sitting somewhere that's not actually working for you, trust me, it's working for somebody else.
So with that being said, is it fair to say basically, especially for first-time parents and, teens and, coming into adulthood and all that kind of stuff, it's cool to get your direct deposit to your bank, but take a percentage of that money and invest it somewhere else.
There you go. Have an emergency fund, a short-term savings, long-term savings, when we sit down with our folks, our potential clients, we go through how money works, and we talk about some key accounts that you need to have, and an emergency account, even an expense account. These are all certain accounts that you have. They don't all have to be at Wells Fargo or wherever bank you bank with, right? You may have something as an expense account at your bank, but your savings short term, that may be at the bank too, but maybe your emergency funds and your long-term growth accounts are somewhere that's actually in the global economy, in the market. So just having that diversification, I think, is going to be the best bet for whether you're a new parent or old. But especially if you're a new parent, you want to start thinking long-term about your kids and getting them in the habit of understanding the growth of money versus just we so busy talking about blowing money. But we really got to spend more time talking to our kids about growing money. And again, you'll start creating generational wealth mentality from jump.
I agree with that. I love that. That's awesome. Yes. I forgot what I wanted to ask you because that was just so good.
That's a good question too. That's a good question. My wife made a comment.
You gotta tell us the comment.
Yeah. So she's talking about recommendations. So we never make recommendations in terms of investments and things like that. So if anybody asks about specific investment questions, obviously we have to get your details, set you up with an appointment, and figure out, your do a whole risk assessment for you individually, which is pretty cool. Like there is
If you're interested, reach out, honey. Reach out, and we can get you set up. And Sean will school you, and we'll get you all the info. We're gonna change the game because each one reach one, teach one. We a team in this, and we're trying to build something big.
That's it. Very good. Boy, each one reach one. When she said that on the Zoom call, I said, "Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what we do." Right?
That's how I live.
That's right, and that starts to spread. And so that's pretty cool. I'm glad there's some folks listening. I can't tell who's all on here. On my end, I can't see if you have how many viewers you have, or it's just me. We got a few.
Yeah, you got quite a few. Okay. I got some people in the background because I didn't do that part right, but that's neither here nor there. This is the first time, and everything grows with experience. Patience and practice, right? Patience and practice.
First of many. I love it.
Even with your money, y'all, patience and practice. Be patient with yourself and just start where you can start. So if you want to start saving and say you getting money from your TANF, you on food stamps, you ain't making no money. Take $5 and start saving it. Like we just got to start where you can start. And a lot of us, I know I've been guilty of not really saving because I'm like, I ain't got nothing to really save. And if it's not a certain amount, I thought it wasn't no point in saving it because I just didn't think it was enough to save. But we got to change that mentality and just save what you can. Maybe take 10% from your checks and just put something up.
Yeah.
He said, got you.
And here's something else that that we do, with our company, with our team, is we do those financial needs analysis for people for free, right? Literally no cost to you. So you're talking about something that where you go to, some of these other investment companies, Charles Schwab, or anybody who's going to do some financial advising or planning. It's going to be about $250 to $1,000 to do like a serious financial needs analysis, like where your debt, and we do that for free. It's on our platform. It's built in, showing people their financial independence number, because that's why people can't retire.
What is that?
So your financial independence number is basically your number. I almost treat it like it's tailored specifically to you and your family. It's the number that you need to have saved up, given what your income is and how much of that income you want in retirement, to last you until 85 or beyond, starting at age 65, 67, whichever age you want to start that. But it's like, okay, I want to be able to retire at 67, and I'm going to need about 80% of my income. Okay, if that's the case, you need to have this number, which is significant, saved up to where you can act. When I say retire, I mean not have to work another day in your life. Your bills are paid before your feet hit the floor. Now, what happens when people try to retire without that number? They end up having to work in retirement. They retire, next thing you know, they doing Uber, or they're working at Walmart checking receipts. And they're doing whatever they can do, because that Social Security check, that's $1,000 a month or whatever, is not enough to sustain them in those retirement years. So retirement turns out to be an American dream that never comes true for a lot of people.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna retire. Well, if you ain't intentional about that financial independence number, then again, it will just be a dream.
Y'all hear that? Financial independence number. Think about it because it's different for everybody. So,
Right.
with that even being said, and like I was just talking about people who on government assistance right now, maybe they don't have an income to even think about how much they're gonna need. So, how would they determine their fin number?
Well, what I would do for someone who's on government assistance, and they're now for whatever reason, is it because they can't work or just won't work?
We can do both reasons. Do one
Okay.
because they're disabled, they can't work,
Yeah.
and then do the other one where they just lazy and they just it is what it is.
Yeah. The one that's just lazy, that's easy.
Right. Right.
I got you now. Now the one with people that can't work, and they don't have they have a limited income, then well, find out why is that? Because a lot of times people are they are disabled and can't work because they can't do physical labor. But again, I'm sitting here on Zoom talking to you guys, pretty much sharing what I've learned, and this is my business.
Right.
So I don't have to run around, do stuff. I don't have to drive around town. I got to get on Zoom call. So you could have a disability, clearly, and still be able to do this. A lot of times we don't want to let go of that money that's coming in for free every month. And we don't want to risk it. But turns out if you want more, you kind of have to do more, do something different, get outside of your comfort zone, and have faith. Be willing to risk losing that for something greater on the other side, which may involve you learning a skill and being able to, be able to speak intelligently about a thing and help somebody else. Like you said, each one, reach one, teach one. That's what we do here. So getting your life insurance license and investment license, we don't care who you are, what you look like. you
Hear
know,
that?
you don't
Y'all
care
hear
who you
that?
are, what you look like. You just got to be coachable. You got to have work ethic. And the rest of it, we kind of help you. The right kind of heart for helping people. And so now there's a chance for you to earn extra income by doing something good. So we're kind of like doctors in that way. You know how doctors, they do good? You go to the hospital, you get to go home. I would say
Mhm.
that doctor did something good that day. But doctors get paid very well for doing good. So it's okay to do good and do well at the same time. Well, in this industry, the goal is to be somewhat of a financial doctor for people, right?
Right.
We get to coach them from where they are financially to where they want to be. And you get to learn something that you get to teach to somebody else. All you got to do is have the right kind of heart and willingness to help, kind of do no harm mentality that doctors have. We don't want to do anything bad for a client. So we don't want to ever offer them nothing that doesn't mathematically make sense just to make money. Because
Right.
that's going to come back and get you every time. Because the truth will always come out. So if you're doing the right thing 100% of the time and you got a license to do that, well, there's a way to earn extra money. And now money does not solve all your problems, but money does solve your money problems.
Right. So then it's just if y'all didn't catch that, it doesn't matter of your different ability. Jobs are out here for you if you want them. If
That's
you
right.
want something different, you have to do something different.
That's
Be
good.
okay with being uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Change
that's good.
takes uncomfortability sometimes. Don't be
Mhm.
scared to hop into some with a team of people that got your back.
That's it. I love that. That's good. That's good, Joy. Come on. Yo, you got me fired up.
I'm just saying, oftentimes we mistake our situations and we think that we're stuck. But
Hmm.
only time you stuck is when you're stuck in your mind. When
Right.
you get past your own mindset and you realize it's somebody out here for me who got my back.
That's right.
You can do anything, you can accomplish many goals.
Yeah.
So step out, find what's for you. Don't wait and just look and seek a check that is keeping you stuck.
Yeah, keeping you comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, get uncomfortable with being comfortable. That's the key. I don't even like this check. Well, go out and because you're probably worth. I know probably you are worth more than that check. So go.
Absolutely.
Of course, this is the
What's the
opportunity.
info so I can check Sean and the business out?
Indeed, Casey Fisher. All right, so I don't know how you do that, how you post stuff in the chat, but you can always y'all can put you can put my number in there, your number in there, Joy. We'll reach out to you guys. Anybody that wants to kind of hear more about this, obviously, and doing what we do, you're more than welcome to get on a Zoom call with us and learn. And I'll give you my backstory because a lot of y'all probably think, okay, who is this guy? He used to work at Chase and used to be no. I'm actually 22 years retired Air Force. right? Got out, 24 years married, about to be 25, 3 kids. And when I got out,
Woo!
yep,
Black
yep.
love wins again.
That's right. And when I got out, we just learned there was so much we didn't know, right? And that's kind of the definition of ignorance. You don't know what you don't know. But we didn't want to be guilty of being stupid or still doing the wrong things when we knew better. And we ain't trying to do that. So this was the opportunity to learn something new that we could apply to our own household and show our kids. And turns out that's a great way to build a business, because there's a lot of people out there like us, a lot of married folks, folks, single moms, dads that are just trying to learn this so they can teach their kids and show them a better way. And that was the real goal, right? They really aren't selfish at all. So we got a huge organization of people that are just the right people, and we always looking for more good people. I think that's the best way to do this is internal. We gotta fix our own internal problems. No one's coming to save our communities. Like, we have to actually do it ourselves. So let's get this knowledge so we can pass it on. And then again, that's a great business because people actually need that. 100%.
Yes. Hold on. I'm trying to get your number so I can share it. Or actually, Casey, I will message you personally because you're just that
Oh,
special.
there's a chat. There's a chat right here.
Oh yeah,
Chat.
you can put it in the
Oh,
chat
come
too if you
on.
want
Look at
to.
that. Look at that. Come on. Come on.
I'm like, you so special. I can just message you. But yeah, put it in the chat. Put it out there because listen, guys, there is an opportunity out here for everybody. You just gotta want it, reach it, and go grab it. That's all it's
Right.
about. Want it, reach for it, grab it. It's all yours.
That's
It's
it.
all yours. We out here letting people know your life ain't stopped. Your financial pockets haven't stopped. We can grow them. We just have to do it as a team because we all need each other. And unless we realize that, we ain't gonna get too far. But recognize we need each other to do what's necessary for our communities to thrive and be what we want them to be. But I'm just really excited to keep teaching y'all about money every month because I be learning stuff and I'm just excited for my own growth and my own pockets because listen, them things
Right.
really
Right.
small. But listen,
Such a good point. Such a good point.
yeah, and I mean the more we do this, the more we can all like learn, grow, and build our money because we all need more money and we all want something better. Well, I can't say we all, but majority of us want better for our children. So let's
Mm-hmm.
just change this whole game and learn. It's all about education. Education will change everything. So I guess our great takeaways of the day is going to be mutual funds are important to invest in.
Mm-hmm.
Roth IRAs are important to invest in. Don't just leave your money sitting in nobody's bank because they making money off your money. So take percentages and put them in different places so your money can make you money all over. Am I
That's
missing
good.
anything?
No, that's good. That's good. And success is on the other side of your comfort zone. So if you're wanting something different and you want to do something, you want something more, then you got to be willing to do something more, like you said, Joy. And that's where our partnership and the people that we get to partner with is just so awesome because you just never know how you're going to impact that person's life. Just them being in this environment. This is basically what happened to me. Obviously, it's what's happening with Joy. We want to give everybody a chance to experience that, and then again, you guys can be a part of what we're doing. So right now, you guys are listening in.
Stocks
Yeah,
as well.
stocks as well. It was just pretty much what mutual funds are. And what was his name again? It popped on
Casey.
Casey. Yeah. So when you buy, let me just explain mutual funds, just so everybody knows. Because anytime your money's in the market, you're buying stocks. And stocks are really shares. And so when you buy shares, you have ownership of that company. So the goal is the more shares you have, the more ownership you have. So as the company grows and experiences ups and downs, you got to look at it as though sometimes say, "Oh, I lost money." Let me help you with this. When you buy shares, your money just bought something. You spent the money. You spent the money on the shares. Okay, so watch this. If you spent the money on the shares, now your value of those shares is what's changing with the market. Now the market always has ups and downs, so your money is always growing up and down. So you don't really experience a loss or a gain, a realized loss or gain, unless you buy or sell that stock, right? So the goal is when you buy it, like Joy said, it's time in the market, not trying to time the market. So it's the long game. the ups and downs, but typically it's a steadily growing up, right? But it's still ups and downs in there. So you let your money do its work, and you actually own those shares. So when you go to McDonald's, you're like, man, I own some of McDonald's. Because with a mutual
Right.
fund, you have ownership in Apple, McDonald's. There's different funds that have ownership in different companies. About 70 to 100 companies, probably the places that you guys use all the time. Y'all go to Walmart all the time. You may as well own some Walmarts.
Right. That's a
You
fact.
look at it different. So you don't even shop in Walmart different when you own some of Walmart. You're like, yeah, this is pretty part of my store right here. We opening up our location. This is our next location. Yeah, because you're an owner. And that's the goal. So with mutual funds, you are buying stock case. That's a good point.
Somebody said, money sounds nice. We can't see your name, Facebook user. So if you want us to send you this information, honey, Sugarfoot, put your name in the chat so I can get with you, give you all this good old info. But listen, y'all, let me tell y'all. So I got this teammate. She real dope, right? She ain't really got a lot to say, but I just want to show her face because she's just beautiful. So I'm going to add her to this call. If you don't mind.
Who is this? Oh, come on, Tanya Renee.
Hey, everybody.
Girl, we talking about
what's
this money
going
and how we
on?
getting it.
Yes, y'all really get into business, so that's why I'm like, I don't really have much to say because y'all telling everything. Y'all got it all out there. So yeah, this is
Indeed.
good
It's good to
info.
see
This
you,
is really good for everybody.
Indeed.
Oh,
Yep.
we have. It's me, Nate DeLeon. Yeah,
Okay,
you know
Nate.
how I see DeLeon. You know how I talk. No, but
All
even for
right.
you, Nate. So okay, I'm not gonna put too much of his info out there, but even for you, sir, you can get this bread. Did you hear what my friend Sean said? The money is out there for you to go out there, reach for it, and grab it. You can do what's necessary for you. We don't have to sit on nobody's systems and just get no money up in here. We can make money and expand and build generational wealth and change the game.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. We change the game one household at a time. Each one reach one.
At a time. That's it. That's it. It don't even feel like work when you're doing what you love. Yeah.
Absolutely. I definitely love
That's
this.
what we get.
I talk a lot.
So, this is good. Now this is our first one. Now wait till we get these going. We're gonna probably have to do these a little bit more often than once a month. I can already tell you.
We may have to,
because people are going to have some new things they want to talk about. So maybe some experiences they had last month that we're going to talk about in the next month, and it just kind of builds on itself, and people get to listen in on that and learn from it, and now go apply what you learned. That would be the worst thing right here is if you guys grab a nugget out of here and then go put it under the bed.
Right. I think I'll be the first one to share then, because that way my next month is going to look different. So, guys, I just started as a financial advisor, I guess you can call me. And I'm building this company and I'm building my knowledge and everything. But so this month, I've invested $74 into myself for a business that I believe in to help change people's lives.
Awesome.
Next month, I'm going to have about 4 teammates. I'm going to be made $1,500, and that's more than the $700 the SSI giving me.
There you go. So you've been running with us for how long? And you're not even licensed yet. You're just in training.
I'm in training, and I'm already speaking into existence because I know what I'm going to do.
Right.
Because I'm out here working, and I ain't scared to reach one, teach one, and do all the things that I love to do. So
that's what's up.
I'm setting these goals, and I actually think I'm gonna be bringing in like 3 stacks by next month, but I'm gonna be safe and fair.
No, that's a good goal. It's probably gonna be more than that, but yeah, that's a good goal.
So by next month, I'm gonna be telling you about this 3 stacks I'm about to bring in.
Yes, there you go. Go ahead and say that, and then now let's go after it. So it's like you're going to make $3,000 your first month license in the business.
I'm gonna make $3,000.
There you go.
My first month in the business. I will have my license by the 17th when I take that test.
That's
period.
Right.
Ain't no 2 times, 3 times. It's 1 time, one and done.
There you go.
I learned from the first time.
There you go.
Yes. Y'all gotta get on my thing.
I know it. Oh, Brandy said I put it in the wrong chat. Oh, okay. She said you put your phone number in our individual chat, not in the
I got you.
not in the other one. I'm trying to put my digital business card in here, but I'm connected on this thing through Zoom, through my Telegram. Let me see if I hit this button. If I mess up, just bear with me, y'all.
We learning, y'all. Y'all know how we do. That's the beauty of live, because you get all my bloopers and everything, like right there. That's the best part of me doing this. Like, I can't even stand when people try to pretend and be something else, and then they get to go and editing and all that. We got time for that. This us.
Yeah. Okay. I got another way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see if
Sean, I made a banner for him. Like, Sean. So you want to get at Sean? There's his number. He will
right.
get you together for free. You heard him say he will meet with you for free. Did y'all catch that part? Free is for me. That's most of us, right? So
Right.
get on it. You broke up, bro. What'd you say? I don't know what happened, y'all, but yes, get with Sean. If you want to see that number again, hold on.
I'm gonna put the digital business card in the chat here.
Perfect.
That way, I'll put it in the comments, so that way everybody can. Now, can I put it? Oh, join the chat. Okay. Oh, I have to join it on YouTube. You have to connect your YouTube. Okay, it's a lot to this. So let me give you this, Joy. I'm gonna send you my digital. I just texted to you. If there's a way you can add what I just sent you,
you can do it. Oh, what? Wait,
Sean,
y'all see this? Sean
yeah,
and I
that was my
made
first. That was my
49 for the
first
first month. Good looking, boo.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know what I was doing, but I had a good coach that showed me how to do this, and that was it. I was coachable. I put my head down and got it done. I don't ask a whole lot of questions. As long as it makes sense to me, that's it. That's all I need to know. If I believe in what I'm doing, I'm putting my head down and go after it. So that's what I did that first month, 4,900. Yeah, that was almost 3 years ago.
I'm gonna beat y'all. I'm now want to
Okay,
do
come
fast
on.
stacks.
Come on,
I
let's go.
want to do fast stacks now.
Competition. That's what keeps this thing alive. A little competition.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
It's a fire in me, y'all. And I'm telling you, when
Okay.
things feel right, if it feel right to you, just go for it. Don't overthink it. And oftentimes we overthink things and we talk ourselves right out of something.
Yeah, we
Don't
do.
talk yourself out your blessing. Just
Yeah.
do what's necessary. Things
Right,
come
that's
your
it.
way for a reason. I promise you they do.
That's it. That's it. Good point. Good point.
Seize the moment, man. This is a moment. This is an opportunity to take in not only information, but to find what's for you.
True
So,
that.
hey, I'm so excited and I'm so glad we're doing it.
Right, right.
Fast stacks on the way. But okay, so we got a good 10 minutes left. Anything you want to leave them with before we wait, where you go? Is there anything you want to say, Miss Tanya Renee? You gotta unmute
Yes,
yourself.
I mean, for real, I think you guys like hit every nail on the head, just hitting those major things that you need to be diverse, have a diverse profile basically with your money. Don't leave it all sitting in one spot. Let your money work for you. Let it make money on itself. That's less work for you. So
That's it.
Right. And I know my biggest thing for all you guys is to build generational wealth. I grew up poor. Real talk. Both my parents was on drugs. My grandparents all had a part in raising me. But I came from the basement, literally, of my grandmother's house. The basement. So I'm making moves. I'm in Colorado Springs and now I'm building this business. Just believe in yourself. Don't let your past define your future.
Oh, that's good.
I'm good with this, boy. You know I do
You
what I
got me
do.
all these nuggets today. I'm loving
dropping the
that.
nuggets, I see. All right, that's
Yeah,
good.
because it's real. And I know for a long time, because of my upbringing, I didn't think I really had a future. But you create your future. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we have to create what we want. And success is at your fingertips if you go and seize moments.
That's it.
All opportunities. You never know which one is yours.
Yeah.
So let's just go with it, get this
Yeah.
bread.
I'm
Keep
excited. I'm excited
building.
about the first of many of these. Now, what I did in my name, my headline, I put my actual business card, digital business card. I'm not sure if this if people are able
Okay,
to.
yeah, I love that.
Can
I don't
somebody
know.
grab that? Is that grabbable? Clickable? It's not, is it?
I was gonna say I don't think it's clickable.
I was
I
trying.
just tried. It's not, at
It
least
What
doesn't
not
do
for
we'll
it.
do
me.
next month, we'll create a banner. And that way, just like I blew up and had your name and number in it, we'll have
Yeah.
all your stuff there.
Yeah.
we'll get better. But again, this is the beauty of it, that you guys see that fumbles do happen in life, and you still can be successful with fumbles. They just
That
fumble.
is,
It's just a
that's
part.
actually part of the success. You know, you're gonna fail. You just always fail forward.
But
So
that's how you succeed.
that's
Failure
it.
brings you to success. You won't
That's
know
right.
what don't work, what works, unless you know what don't work.
That's
So
that's
we just got to
exactly
figure it out.
right.
Yeah, we got to
Come
figure it
on,
out.
Joy.
This is what I do, Sean. This is why I love what I do.
I know. I see. I see it. It's exciting.
But no, we're really about to change the game, and I want you to change your life. I want you to be inspired. I want you to be encouraged. I want you
Yeah.
to be driven and be tenacious and be motivated for yourself. Don't let nobody else out motivate you for you. You
That's right.
motivate yourself for yourself.
That's it. I love it.
Let's
I love
go.
it.
But okay, so with all this being said, all this great information, I'm gonna say blessings and reach out to either Tanya Renee, Sean Irv, or your girl Strength, and we'll get you where you need to be, get you all the information, get you set up to get your FIN number figured out, because that's
Yeah.
important. Even if
Yeah.
you don't have means to what you call your own income right now, you can still find your FIN and build up to it. It's not too late. If you
That's
don't know
it.
what your FIN is, it's your financial independence number. Your goal is to be independent when you get older and not have to work. You want to be able to be free. Hey, girl, what's up, Marcella?
Look at Marcella. Come on, Marcella. Booking
Hey.
appointments. Marcella been booking appointments left and right today. Every time I look up, I see one popping up.
I love it.
Come
I
on.
love it. Let's go. But y'all, for real, create your happiness. Don't let your situations define your happiness, and get out here and get this bread, because we all need to succeed. We can all win. It's not just about us on this panel winning. It's about all of us, our whole community. If we all look out for each other, we can change how our community is out here thriving. Let's be
100%.
Yeah, let's just do it. And
Yeah.
I thank you guys. We're gonna end early today just because it was our first one, and I need to get some things in order. But remember, guys, if ain't nobody told you, you're loved by the best, blessed by the best, and when you're down, there's nowhere else to go but up. Put your crown on, put that lantern inside that crown, turn that light all the way up so that light radiate over your body and through your body. You ain't accepting no negativity. Let the light stay in you and through you. I love you. Thank you for watching. Until next time, you guys.
I'll be blessed. Have a
Be
blessed weekend.
blessed.
Bye, guys.